Hi everyone, it's me, Nightlord131. I hope you all are doing really great today. Um I have something really fun to announce. I'm going to be playing Killer Clowns from Outer Space kind of soon. I know I said that I would play it on the 19th of September, but I don't know, we'll see. I might actually make it like more closer now, I think. Because I feel like it would be fun to play, you know? Okay. We did lose one subscriber. So the cooking video will probably be a little bit longer until we actually get to that point to actually like have that cooking video. So if we can get like 10 subscribers, that cooking video will be made. I'll rent out a space and yeah. All right. To let you know what's in the item shop today, we got this person, which is pretty cool. We also got this person. We also got this person too. What is this? Okay, cool. We also got this person right here. We also got this person. Well, this whole pack right here. And we also got a whole bunch of other stuff. He-Man is back in the item shop, which is pretty cool. And we also got She-Ra as well, the original. And we also got a bunch of music, Misery Business by Paramore. We also got Into You by Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande is okay, personally. But yeah, we got Tyler the Creator here, which is cool. And another Ariana Grande. And yeah, that's about it when it comes to all that stuff. We will be getting a new how do you say? A new battle pass very soon. So that will be pretty fun. But that being said, zero build? Yes. We're going to do zero build. By the way, I had a really great time talking about movies with you guys and all that stuff. It was super fun. Super fun. Super fun. The Killer Clowns from Outer Space game, like, I know that it doesn't have like a big audience like when it originally started, but I don't know, the idea of it playing it, I think it would be fun. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we'll see. And also, Hellraiser, a revival, I will be streaming. Probably when, how do you say, I play that game. And when it goes out to YouTube, I'm going to be blurring out some of the imagery. Just so that I don't get in trouble with YouTube. But, you know, I'll probably, like, wait, like, 1 or 2 days to see, like, how other YouTubers and creators deal with that game. And if it's okay, then I won't censor anything. If you know what I mean. All right. By the way, I got to watch um, End of Oak Street, Oak Street movie yesterday, and it was super fun. Great movie. If you haven't gone out and watched it, I really recommend it. It felt a lot like a Steven Spielberg movie, even though it was um, produced by J.J. Abrams. All right, there we go. Perfect. We don't have that much bullets, but we do need to increase it just a little bit. But anywho, how's everyone's day going? My day's been pretty good. Unfortunately, like at work today, I kind of actually like as I was getting ready to leave, and when I was putting away the water, um, you know, unfortunately, like as I was like putting it back in, a bunch of water just got everywhere. So I spent like a couple minutes like cleaning it up, making sure everything was good. And yeah, no, it's not gonna. It will dry out. Okay. That could have gone a little bit better, but hey. Alright. Play again. What else? It was kind of did have like a horror feel to it. So if you are like a person who wants like a good dinosaur horror movie, sci-fi survival thing, um that movie is a really good one. I also got my I say extra storage, portable SSD mobile storage. Um how you say Wilderness Lad actually sent me this. So I'll be able to get more storage, which would be really awesome. A lot of games I kind of have like a difficulty with storage with. And I only have like a laptop for like that's what I'm streaming off of, a laptop right now. So, you know, eventually when I have like the money to actually like get like a huge giant setup, that's what I do plan on doing. Hopefully by then the price of RAM will go down, so then like it can actually happen. But, you know, we'll see, we'll see. All right. Let's just go here. But anywho, what else? Oh, I should say this. This is my only spoiler about the movie. Like, there is a dog in it. And the dog, it may seem like something terrible happens, but let's just no, the dog's okay. Trust me. If you do go out and watching it, which you should go watch the movie, it's really great. Definitely don't get upset about the dog because the dog is okay. And eventually, actually, more like everyone is okay by the end. Alright, let me just take him out. Oh. Ah! I was wanting him to hit, how do you say, John Wick, actually. Alright, let's try that again. Let's try that again. I'll probably do like on Thursday, I will be doing like another Fortnite stream, and then I'll go back to Minecraft. It's good to take breaks, I should say. You know what I mean? That's what I would say. And I think when we get back into Minecraft and like continue the project that we already have, then yeah, no, it's just going to be good. And by the way, when it came to like the movie stream, well, we didn't watch a movie, but I do plan on watching a movie here on stream, just so that like, you know, a public domain movie from more than 100 years ago, which I don't know, maybe you guys might find pretty cool. You know what I mean? I plan on streaming 1920s Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I will probably get YouTube Premium just so that there isn't any ads. I'm going to make sure to reach out to one or two YouTube channels that have the movie on their thing, and well, on their channel, and make sure I can get their permission, or at least ask a few things. Some people may think that's unnecessary. I don't, because like, you know, I do want to make sure that everything is fine. And I'll probably like maybe link it. And I will have like additional information on that film so that, you know, I'm adding more value. Well, even like, how do you say, commenting about the film, I think will like be good, but I think I'll do some additional research into that movie. Just so that, you know, it's possible to like add some like educational experience in it. Oh. There we go. Oh. Ah. That sucks. It was taken out by a Simpson. I'll do like another one, and then I'll switch over to the Simpsons map, and then we'll see. And obviously I will be playing as either a Simpsons character or a Futurama character in which we only have 3 for right now. And yeah, I'm also planning on, well, I brought up like getting prop weapons for the stream room. Like I brought up like Freddy Krueger's gloves alongside like, how do you say, the cotton candy gun from Killer Cons from Outer Space. And I'm also planning on getting a lament configuration. Hey Wilderness Lad, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing great today, man. And most likely when I do get a lament configuration, I'll find like a place to put it in the back. Just so that like, you know, it's in like a place where it can be seen. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Wilderness Lad. By the way, Wilderness Lad, I just got the portable SSD, how do you say, storage. And I already got a adapter, which is really great. I think with the extra storage, it's going to come in handy because I do plan on, how do you say, collabing with Wilderness Lad sort of soon. Like, we're going to try to, like, figure out something. Busting limo? Yes. Oh, there we go. Perfect. But, yeah. Just been very happy, personally. But I'm going to be very for real with you guys. Like, I was watching Hellraiser 2, Hellbound, earlier today, and it was such a great film. To be honest with you, like, Hellraiser has to be like a really fantastic piece of not just horror movie, but just like film in general, because it is a really good one. Alright, come on. There we go. And that's where Pinhead comes from, by the way. The leader of the Cenobites. Mixing pain and pleasure. Oh, excuse me. But, yeah. Also, when I do figure out, like, all the, how do you say, extra details, we will be watching a movie here on the stream at some point, and that'll be really fun. And as I said, it will be Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from 1920. So I think maybe like 106 years old, which is insane to even think. I'm not entirely sure the specific date on when that movie came out, but I do know it came out in 1920. So, yeah, it's been out for quite a long time. And obviously, I will be muting the audio. Even though it is a silent movie, it does come with some music. And what's cool about silent movies, especially like the originals, is that it would have like a live orchestra to like play alongside the film itself, because that's like how, you know, you got, that's how you got like, you know, sound into the film. It wasn't even a part of the film. Like the live orchestra would play the music alongside what was happening in the film, which is insane. Well, not insane, but I think really cool. You know what I mean? And also, I should say this: if the how do you say? If the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde stream goes well, I will be playing another film here on the stream, and that will, of course, be Phantom of the Opera from 1925. So that will be really fun. That will be extra fun indeed, actually. And I'm super stoked about it. And I will be Phantom of the Opera for Halloween, which will be even more fun because I find the Phantom of the Opera to be super cool. Like, I enjoy the 1925 silent movie, but I also actually enjoy the play too. Like, I enjoy listening to that music, and like, I do have the 2006 how do you say, Phantom of the Opera musical film, and it's not perfect by any means, but the music itself is just perfect and fantastic. Alright, come on. There we go. Lag. Alright. Woo! But yeah, no, how's everyone been? I know I asked that earlier, but it's important to ask people. And plus, I really do enjoy hearing what other people been doing. Oh, there we go. Oh.
Interesting decision.
Oh, you. Oh. Alright, come on. Oh. Alright, come on. Alright, come on. Oh. Ah, shoot. Okay. Wow, that was really nothing. Okay. Ooh. Perfect. Also, it would be cool to, like, how do you say, cosplay Pinhead at some point. Okay, if it sounds like I'm a little bit of a, like, a Pinhead phase, well, I don't know if it will be a phase, because he is really cool. It's not a phase, Mom. I just like Pinhead. he has to be one of the most interesting and like powerful, like I say, horror characters out there, other than like Cthulhu and like a couple other people. He puts all these other people to shame, and some people may think he's like a slasher, but if you ever watch the films, then you're like, oh, this guy, he has like more power than anyone can actually realize when you actually see it in action. And that's what I like about Pinhead. Especially in like the first two films, he was not really a villain. He was more like, how do you say, an enforcer of getting people back to the labyrinth. And he was just, perfect. And the actor who plays Pinhead just plays him with just a level of like coolness that I can't really emphasize. Ooh. Take me to your leader. All right. Cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Oh, shoot. I better go. Ah. Well, we did our best. And that's what matters. Alright. But yeah, no, we're only 9 subs short from that cooking video. And if we do get those 9 subs, I will be doing a cooking video. And that'll be pretty cool. So, if you want to see me cook something, you can always subscribe. But if you can't, that's completely fine. Or don't want to. Alright. Let's see. Let's just change up. No, wait, where's Fry? Where's my good old Fry? Oh, you know what? We'll go with Leela. I love Leela. She's a great character. You know, actually, I'm going to let her have this. It's purple, and it will fit her. There. Alright. Back in Springfield. Let's go. As I said in the previous, like, stream, which was all about, like, movies. Like, oh, yeah. When we get back to the lobby, I'll show you guys. But we got a lot of cool stuff. Like, I think next Friday? No. It is going to be on the 20th. We are going to get a new, how do you say? A whole new thing of, how do you say, other gaming characters who are going to, like, be a part of that battle pass, which will be really cool. I'll show you guys in just a bit. There we go. Now this is just awesome. Thank goodness we're back here. It was so popular that it came back. Hopefully it's permanent this time, because being in Springfield, this is just awesome. Now we need, like, the rest of, like, the Futurama crew, because, like, we only have, how do you say, Leela, Fry, and we also have Bender, but we need the Professor, we need Dr. Zoidberg, and Amy. Or maybe Zach Brannigan. Alright, there we go. Lag. Alright. Man, this is a great gun. Alright. Perfect. Here, let's see this gun. It's very good. Very good indeed. Alright, let's see. Also, I have some really great news too. I think I know the first video I'm going to do for my horror YouTube thing. Horror YouTube channel. I think I found the first film I actually want to, like, how do you say, like, just talk about, because I really do enjoy it. And I think, you know, if you guys want some, like, something campy, something fun, like, I have a really great movie for you guys that you guys should check out. If you like campiness, some funniness, and some, how do you say, like, extra stuff, is the movie Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. If you haven't watched that movie, it's such a great movie. I can't, like, how do you say, like, I can't talk about that movie, like, if I don't show you it, because if you haven't watched it, like, you wouldn't understand it. It's about Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And how do you say this? She was a horror host back in the 80s, and, like, she got her own movie. There's only, like, 2 Elvira movies out there. But, like, no. Super stuff. She's a, like, awesome horror icon. She's also, like, how do you say, like, how do you say? Also really funny. Like, again, you need to watch the movie in order to, like, know. Because it's just that good. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Where were we? Oh yeah, let's go. Oh. Woo! Nice. I will try to figure out, like, if I can show clips for, like, the video. Like, maybe I'll try to experiment and see if I can. Oh. Ooh. Yes. Also, the psychobilly slash horror punk uh, Texas band, Ghoultown, has a really great song about her called Mistress of the Dark. Unfortunately, like their next album was unfortunately canceled because of a couple like production issues, which is very sad. But hopefully they can like fix those issues so that we can get like another horror punk like album from Ghoultown, which they're really fun. Like they have a bit of a, how do you say, Western slang to them. And that's what I like about their style of music. Super fun. Like, I could see, like, if there was, like, a Evil West or, like, maybe a Red Dead Redemption, like, DLC that was, like, spooky or something, it could be that. Because it's that good. And they're actually from Dallas, which is really cool. Because I'm originally from Fort Worth, and it's kind of like a part of Dallas. That's why it's called the DFW area. Ooh. Shoot! Oh boy. Oh. Come on. Ah. I love that weapon. Oh yeah. I need to get my weapons back. Let's just say I have a lot of cool stuff on the way. A lot of cool stuff, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright. Alright. I need... Oh no! There we go! Nice. Whoop! There it is! Sorry. I love that thing. Oh yeah, by the way, if any of you get this reference, you will be considered, as they say, unk. This reference. They call me Mr. Bombastic, very fantastic. Row. Oh. Ah! Just give me a sec. I need to be in here. Oh. You want to know how she passed away? It was Homer who shot her with like a, how do you say? You know, like when you go to a sporting event and like they shoot those like t-shirts out of those guns? Well, she got shot with it and then she fell to her death, which was horrendous. And it came out of nowhere too. And that was like an extremely difficult emotional like moment for Flanders. And it became like a, I think the term for male widows is just a widow. But no, like it was hard. It was hard for him, yeah. He did try to get with like other people, but it wasn't until like I'm trying to remember her name. It was Bart's teacher that actually got hitched with Flanders until, unfortunately, like the real voice actress who played her had passed away in like the mid 2000s, and like they retired her character, and it feels really, terrible. Like they didn't recast her or anything, they just like, you know, had to do that. And I think it was a very respectful way of respecting her how do you say, her legacy, and not like slapping the fans with like, a casting decision that could have, like tarnished her reputation. And the kind of thing that is like wild to even think about is that, it like things are going well, someone passes away, and then like, either recast a person, like get someone to play that person, or cut that person out completely. You know what I mean? Kind of like with Kermit the Frog. Some of you may be like, what? But like Kermit the Frog was famously like played like, I say, both like puppeted and voiced by the late great Jim Henson, actually. And when he died, so did Kermit. And then like there was this whole like special that the Jim Henson crew did for, at the funeral of Jim Henson. They got like a person, and like even with like the death of the great Jim Henson, Kermit lived because of a person like taking up the role as Kermit. So I don't know, and I think it is beautiful because like, the work of Jim Henson is wild. It's fantastic even. I'm a big fan of like the Muppets and Fraggle Rock. And it's kind of crazy. I'm not really a big fan of the Dark Crystal, but I did know that Jim Henson, that was like his big passion project. And also like a lot of like how do you say, the workshop that works on all these different puppets were used in non Jim Henson films, actually. So a lot of like fantasy movies, especially in the 80s and, well, 70s, like late 70s, all the 80s, and a little bit of the 90s, like you had, Jim Henson's workshop working all these different movies and TV shows. Which, by the way, if you want like another living legacy of Jim Henson, like, how do I say this? Sesame Street. Sesame Street is like, another of the legacy of Jim Henson's work. And to be honest with you, I'm happy that like it's still going on. like, yeah, I'm very happy that younger generations will be able to, like, learn things with, like, Sesame Street and, like, you know, everything else like that. And by the way, if you ask me who my favorite Sesame Street character is, it probably has to be the vampire. Yes. I am kind of predictable in that way. I also liked Big Bird. Yeah. And if you ask me who my favorite Fraggle Rock character is, it's all of them. You can't have, like, have, like, one and every, like, you can't have one gone because it's the entire crew is just awesome. All right. Also, if you ask me about the Dark Crystal, I was a little bit traumatized by that movie. Oh. Yeah. Have any of you guys seen the Dark Crystal? If so, let me know. Ooh. Alright, let's go. Nope. I can't drive a car in this. There's a couple cars you can drive around in, but, like, it would be nice to drive around right now. But no, like, I plan on doing Elvira, and that will be a really fun video. And then, like, I have another idea I would like to do. Like, I was, like, thinking it would be interesting to, like, look into, well, talk about the movie Pumpkinhead. If any of you guys haven't seen that one either, you should. It's a really good one. The film... Ooh. How should I say this? It's kind of like an exploration of grief, because I'm going to spoil a little bit of the movie. And how do I say this? I know that there may be some people who are a little bit sensitive to the topic, and that's why I'm going to, just give that little bit of info, because, people should know in case that they've had that kind of experience before. But the main story is about a father, and in the film, his son was murdered by these terrible kids, and in his grief, he goes to a witch, and the witch says that if you want revenge, you shall get your revenge, and then summons Pumpkinhead, which is like a demon that kind of resembles a xenomorph. And unfortunately, like, if the monster Pumpkinhead kills a person, the man, the father, will see their image through its eyes. And if the monster gets, like, hurt, so does it. So I kind of think it's a really interesting exploration of grief, because, like, a parent losing a kid is, like, a lot. And, ooh. I think maybe, like, some parents will, like, definitely relate through, like how the father feels, but then, like, I don't know. I feel like it would be a lot of stuff. And unfortunately, the only way to take out the monster is for the person to die. And he chooses to die and not inflict more people with his grief that is manifesting through Pumpkinhead. Again, like, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's a great movie. It's free on Tubi. Like, those are two movies I would love to, like, talk about at length. And then, like, for a fourth one, well, for a third one, I don't know what else I want to do. Like, I kind of want to, like, do, like, not a review, like, about those movies, but I'm planning on getting some, like, as I said, the Freddy's gloves. I also plan on getting, how you say, the gun from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and a lament configuration. I think that'll be the third the third video. We'll see. We'll see. That's all my ideas for right now. Oh my voice cracked a little bit. But no, what else was I gonna say? I do have this other idea, and it's actually like a series I want to do. And again, like, it will be using some clips because, like, I plan on doing, like, if any of you guys have watched, like, the videos from, like, CZ's World, or, like, Mysterious Videos, or, like, a few other YouTube channels that go into deep dives on certain characters, like, I want to do something similar. And, like, how do you say? It will mainly be, like, all different characters from different films, comic books, everything and everyone within horror. And I think it would be really fun to, like, talk about these characters at length. And I do, like... Okay, I know I've been talking a lot about horror lately, but again, like, it is a favorite thing. Well, like, one of my favorite things out there. And I enjoy horror in a lot of different senses. Like, I enjoy, like, film especially. And, how do you say? Music, literature, comic books. Like, I don't know. I think it would be awesome to just, like, get to stretch a little bit and, like, actually talk about, like, these things, horror as a whole genre, because, like, there's a lot of great pieces of media that, unless, like, you're really into, like, horror, and I mean, like, horror as in, like, from all over the place, from music, video games, like, I don't know. I think it would be really fun to just, like, if someone who doesn't really read comic books, like, I always say this, a person who mainly reads just horror books is, like, kind of curious on, like, what horror comic books are like, or graphic novels. I feel that, if I can open it up a little bit, say, oh, maybe you should check out this one, like, thing about, like, Swamp Thing, right? I think that would be really cool to get people interested who normally wouldn't be interested. To break down that barrier. That's mainly what I hope, like, people take away from this series that I do plan on doing. Well, how should I say this? I will probably write a script for the first monster that I want to do. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. Because, like, you know, this one will be a personal one for me because, like, this... How do you say? This one has been, like, arguably, like... It was one of the first horror movies I ever watched. And it really did stick with me. And if you guys know me personally, how do you say this? Like, I want to make sure to do it justice. Because it does mean that much to me. So, I don't know. Hopefully, I can write a good enough script. Make sure to actually, like, make sure that I don't get in trouble with YouTube. For, like, the clips. Because, yeah. There we go. Oh. Perfect. Okay. Let me see. I was doing a lot of rambling all about this, but hey, it's a, you know, it's a project that I'm going to put in a lot of work, so, you know, it's going to be fantastic. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. And also, just want to say, hope you guys are having a great day. I've been having a fantastic day. Alright, come on, let's go. And also have a good day. I mean, excuse me. Have a good day, night, all that other stuff. You know, all that general stuff that I normally say. Haha! Texas Chainsaw on you ass. Perfect. I love that. Perfect. Who, to be honest with you, that movie too, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, oh my goodness. Like, I think that movie is like about like an hour and 10 minutes. It's kind of really short, but it does do like a really good job. And also, Leatherface with like, how do you say? Oh, we're doing it right now, actually. He does the twirling around. I gotta love that. Who doesn't love, you know? He's just a happy guy. Sure, his family might be a little bit cuckoo, but hey, just let him swing around his chainsaw. Who doesn't love swinging around a chainsaw? Alright, there we go. And that movie actually came out in 1974, which is pretty cool. A year before Jaws came out, too. Actually. Ooh. Ooh. No! Yes! We just had a sliced banana. Banana! Oh my. Who doesn't love a chainsaw? A chainsaw can actually be a really bad weapon, to be honest with you. But hey, if Ash Williams can use it and make it look awesome, so can you. But I don't suggest using it, because that is illegal. Woo! Yeah, come on! Vroom! Okay. Uh-oh. Come on! Oh, man. Oh, no! Leave me alone! Okay. Perfect. Heal. Okay, shield. Okay, here we go. Let's take out Spider-Man. Oh. Perfect. Fantastic. Mr. Bombastic. Very fantastic. Roll, roll. I'm sorry. I sound so old. I will be 26 in January. That's terrifying. Ugh. Oh well. I'm at the end of my ropes, I guess. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Whoa! Ooh. Let's just let them fight. Or I'll come in. Yeah! Oh! Okay, let's get into this. They took my chainsaw! Not my chainsaw! Oh, no, they didn't. Perfect. I'm gonna get you. Oh, yeah. Ah. Alright, I'm gonna get my chainsaw. I literally do not care about any other weapon. I just need my chainsaw. I will be a happy camper. Alright, let's go. I just need my chainsaw. Anything but my chainsaw, please. Okay. Oh, yes! Alright, ready? Here we go. Oh, I love this chainsaw. Vroom! Vroom! Oh boy. Ooh. I'm sorry. I just get so giddy when I play with a chainsaw. In games, not in real life, because I get very nervous around that. So should anyone else. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, come on. It's chainsaw them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna be up here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, how many people are there? Okay, 4. I'll let them fight. Oh. Oh, oh no. Ooh. Okay, okay. Oh. Yeah, no! No! GG. GG, GG. Alright, let's go back to lobby and just switch out for a different character. I love grape juice. Such great stuff. Do any of you guys like juice? Like cranberry juice? Or like grape juice, apple juice? I don't know. All that good stuff. Here, let me just change it to a more space thing. You know, actually, this would go very well with like the Terminator or something. Okay, that looks cool. But yeah, let me think. I'm trying to think if I have anything else going on. Oh, I get to sleep in tomorrow because I don't have work. Yep. Yay. But I'm trying to think. Oh, oh. I didn't get the chance to today because like, the stream was starting. So I had to like I say like skip, but my sister and my mom actually like I say this. My sister is a big fan of Genshin Impact, which I've gone to play Genshin Impact a little bit, but not too much to actually say anything about it. I know it's kind of addicting, but she has this like cookbook from like I say from the video game, and it has like all this different foods that are represented in the game in like Monostat, which by the way, that's the only place I know from Genshin Impact. But no, like they made this really cool like how you say? It has like cauliflower, ham, and like broccoli and some like I'm not sure what the sauce is on the top, but it sounds interesting. I may or may not taste it, and I'll let you guys know what I think about it later. Well, in the next stream, which will be on Saturday. No, not Saturday. Thursday. Sorry. Silly me. I'm being a bit silly today. But what about you guys? What did people have for breakfast, lunch, dinner? Some people skip out on breakfast, and I do that. I know I should, but like, who does have the time to actually sit down and eat breakfast, you know? And not even just like... He means Friday? Friday? No, I'm not streaming on Friday. No. But no, I stream on Thursday. Stream on Thursday. Gonna do the same on Saturday, yeah. Oh, there's no way of me getting my... You know, we'll make it. We'll make it. Well, just in case that I need some extra firearms. Uh-oh. Alright. I think I saw something up here. Let me just get rid of that. I don't need that. Yeah, this is it. Oh. There we go. Yes! The chainsaw! I know that it's kind of weird for me to get like all happy about a chainsaw, but I'm gonna be very for real with you. It's a freaking chainsaw! That's so powerful. I feel invincible with that thing. Excuse me if I want to have a bit of a power fantasy with a freaking chainsaw. Like, actually, what was I gonna say? But no, my favorite kind of breakfast to have, like when I actually do have like breakfast, instead of like a cereal thing, is like waffles. I love waffles. Like, don't get me wrong, pancakes are good and all, but I've said this before to a couple of my family members, and they're like, "Oh, really?" But no, like, it's kind of like, yes, I am drinking like diet sodas, right? But like when I do get like a diet soda, or even like a soda in general that isn't diet or like zero sugar, I've become very tired of colas. And I feel the same way when it comes to like pancakes, because like when I say, "Oh, I want to have some pancakes." Well, no, not pancakes. Waffles. Like, it's thrusted upon me to have only pancakes. And you know when you eat the same thing or do the same thing over and over again, you kind of get really tired of it. With like a healthy amount of like, oh, I'm gonna have some different variety, you get tired of the same thing. And that's what's kind of happened to me when it comes to pancakes, cola, sodas. And like, Mm, ooh, I might have some like people who might get mad with me about this when it comes to like music. Like I do like metalcore, right? And like I don't like the kind of people who like to like get on their high horse and like judge people who make that music or likes that music. But metalcore can be kind of formulaic, and metal in general and other kinds of music can be formulaic, right? But like when I think of heaviness, metalcore doesn't really get to like heavy stuff, which that's why I've kind of taken a bit of a break from metalcore. Besides like Bring Me the Horizon and Ice Nine Kills. When it comes to like heaviness, like earlier today I was listening to Peeling Flesh, and I was also listening to like I say, what was the other one? I was listening to this one also on the bus too when I was coming back from work. I was also listening to some Bruce Campbell, the band. Like have some like grindcore in there, you know? And it just like felt a lot more better. And then I had to put in some horror punk because I just needed my fix of the day. And yeah, no, I feel like I'll be able to listen to other metalcore bands out there. Like bands like Wage War, or maybe like how do you say, Bad Omens, The Devil Wears Prada, which I got to see The Devil Wears Prada live, and that was really fun. And maybe like Kingdom of Giants, that was pretty fun. I got to see them live too, and that was like the only moment I got to see like a wall of death when like the crowd splits in two and then smashes into each other. It's like crazy. And I was from, how do you say, I was like in a balcony and I was looking down and I could see the crowd split. I saw a person dressed up as Ghostface, which awesome. And you know, I also saw like when I first posted it to TikTok last year, there was a couple people in the comments who were like, "What is that guy doing with his son?" And I'm like, "What?" And then I looked back at it, and like, how do you say? As the crowd was splitting, you had this dad holding, like, I think like he was like 5 or 6 year old kid in his one arm, and when like the crowd smashes in, like the dad goes in and starts like moshing, and like I didn't I didn't think about it. I was like, wait, like later on, like the band said, "Oh, is this your first show?" To like the kid, and he was like, "This is my third time." And like, you know, it was like all good, you know, good vibes and whatnot. But like personally, well, obviously I'm not a parent, so I can't judge really like, you know, that kind of stuff, obviously. But like personally, in a pit, that's not a, like I wouldn't recommend that. I wouldn't recommend that. I'll just say that. Because when you go into the pit, um, you you are bound to get hurt just a little bit. And like I say, I haven't been in any pits that were like really like gave me bruises, but when I saw a mugshot and I also saw dying fetus, oh my goodness. Now that was like a whole other, that was something else completely different. Like famously, well, infamously, I did bring up how I was crushed. Like my face was like on the beer-soaked floor because this one overweight person got on the stage and then like hopped onto me. I turned my back this way, and then I could hear like I did not know I could like squat down to the point where my face was on the floor. It was like that intense. Let me think. And yes, I did have like three bruises. I had one on this arm, another one right above like my tattoo area here, and also had one on my back, which I guess, well, you guys can probably know where that came from. But like, yeah, that was the most intense mosh pit I ever was in. But you know, it was kind of like a cool thing too. It was a cool show. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. How do you say this? Like, what did I... Like, I actually got onto the stage and started, like, head banging and, like, did this. Like, I got on and, like, you know, you have, like, the two people on the side, the one person in the front. I started doing this, and then I hop into the crowd, and it's a it's a crazy experience to like crowd surf for the first time, because like you're feeling all these people holding you up and then like putting you down, and like that was like an experience that I think I'll probably never have again, because I was very afraid about it. Like I saw other people doing it, and I saw like I I you know when you kind of have those moments when you're like fuck it, and then like you actually do it. That it was like that. I had that experience where I said I'm going to do this. I get on the stage, then started doing that, and then hop into the crowd and getting crowd surfed, and there was like a giant circle for a circle pit, and I got into the circle pit and ran like a few times, and yeah, no, that was a awesome experience too. Like, you know, there's some, how do you say this? I can get kind of wild at shows. Like, how do you say this? I wish that I could bring like some friends and family. Like, how do you say this? Just so, because like you kind of have to see it in order to believe it. Like when I go to like a show, oh my goodness, I become a bit more wild. Like I start like doing this, and like say fuck yeah and all that other stuff. Like I can get pretty wild. Some people won't believe me, but when you actually are there to see, like, you know, in that kind of environment, it's like awesome. I really can't emphasize it enough. I will be going to a goth night. Well, no, it's not a goth night, but it's going to be a. I'm going to a goth show actually at the end of August, and that'll be pretty fun. It'll be a nice time to just like hang around people who enjoy goth music and post-punk. And I know that the word goth gets used a lot. And like people don't have a real understanding of what it is. So, you know, it kind of gets a little bit annoying when people don't really know. But, you know, there's some people who are willing to learn, and I'm always happy to show them what it is and what it's like, actually. Not like what's curated through like a social media feed, but the actual real thing. So, yeah. Alright, there we go, there we go. Now this is good. Shit. I need a different gun. Alright. Ooh. Woo! Oh no! I can't go in that direction. There's a storm brewing down there. I mean, over there. Not down there. Ooh. Come on. Just for the head. Oh no! Oh. Ah. Damn it. Probably when we get to the next hour, that's when I will switch it to Bender. And then I'll probably call it a night. It's not extremely long stream-wise, but hey. Just that stuff, you know? Oh. Haha! Okay. Oh. Start spreading the news. I'm here today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. If any of you know that song, you are really into it, and that's good. Ah, okay. Let's see if we can survive one more match. And if we can survive another match with Fry, yeah. Fry will always be goated. I need to get a poster of Futurama, to be honest with you. It would be really great in this room. Because Futurama is always awesome. Oh. Okay. We tried our best. I'll do one more with Fry. And hopefully, we'll see. Alright, one more. One more, and it shall be the last of Fry till next time. That's a red She-Hulk. Nice. Trying to think. Oh, by the way, yesterday was I believe the 40th anniversary. I believe it is, of the movie Return of the Living Dead, which, by the way, great movie. If you haven't watched it, go watch it too. That's a really fun one as well. It's a horror comedy movie, and it's about, how do you say, it's kind of split into two. The first half, like, there's this first one that we're focusing on, and it's about these people working in a giant morgue, and there's this experimental gas that can bring the dead back to life. And the other half of the movie is these punk rockers, I'll just call them, just punks, and the punks are, how do you say? They come to this cemetery and they just party and wait till the guy from the morgue comes out. Some of that experimental gas gets loose and it brings the dead back to life, and it starts like really causing some mayhem. It doesn't have like an ending where like the people eventually win. No, it's more like how it all began. And that's that kind of movie. And it's a really fun one. And plus you have a bunch of music, how do you say, from a bunch of bands from, like, how do you say? You have some punk classics like TSOL, and also have like 45 Grave to represent like horror punk, but also like early death rock too, which was pretty cool. And you also got the Cramps, and you also have how do you say, the Meteor is a really good one too, for like psychobilly, and the Cramps are both punk and psychobilly. And then you have some really great surf rock stuff. Like, it's really fun stuff. To be honest with you, rockabilly, psychobilly, and like surf rock, those are some really fun musical genres that seems like only like a couple people in my generation actually like and listen to. Like, it is a shame because it is a really fun, like, those styles of music are just super fun. I did get to see my very first psychobilly, I say band, back in June, and that was the Reverend Horton Heat. And the Reverend is just, he's also, well, how do you say this? That band is from Texas as well. And, like, Jim Heath, the main vocalist, like, when we were, I say, like, when that show was happening, he would stop for a second, explain some rockabilly slash psychobilly history, and talking about like how he worked with all these different I say country artists and rockabilly artists too. And like, apparently I've only been told a little bit about the show Yellowstone, but the Reverend Horton Heat actually got to work on that show and provide some music to it, which is pretty cool. So if any of you like the show Yellowstone, maybe you should check out the Reverend Horton Heat. A lot of their stuff is funny. That's what they specialize in. Being funny. They have a lot of songs about I say fast cars, women, drinking alcohol. They're kind of a party, not really, not like LA influencer party stuff, but just like a Las Vegas kind of party stuff. And just having fun. They're just all about having fun, and I just love that about the Reverend Horton Heath. Well, excuse me, the Reverend Horton Heat, actually. And they like even did like a cover of, how do you say, Ace of Spades by the legendary band Motorhead, which I've already talked about the story before, but it just starts so well. If you haven't listened to Motorhead or even the Ace of Spades, what are you doing? You need to listen to it. It's just so much fun. The guitar is just so like excellent, and you just have the great Lemmy Kilmister just like being himself. If you want like the real like rock stars, like the best, you always have to go with Ozzy Osbourne, may he rest in peace, and Lemmy Kilmister, also may he rest in peace. Like, those people are just like, you know, super great. Well, you know, I did talk about once how there was this one creator I was watching, and he was talking about like his life and how, like, I don't really liked how he phrased it, because like he was kind of talking bad about nerds, which I am one, but like the main core, like the main like thing about the message that he was saying is that like actually go out into the world and do stuff, you know what I mean? And you know, not to sound like those people would be like back in my day kind of people, but like I know not everyone has the like ability or nor time to actually go out and enjoy life, but at some point you just need to like just kind of go out there and live life, you know? Like I kind of was like a person that kind of stayed home a lot of the time, and that wasn't really good on a lot of different levels. And how you say, like I'm more or less out. Like I enjoy spending time at home, but also I do like to be in my community. And you know, that's always a good thing, you know? So, moral of the story, you know, it's always good to take some influence and be like, you know what? I'm going to go hang out with the friends. Maybe go make some new friends. Maybe go to this one place that I've always wanted to go, you know? Live that kind of life. Because we are all getting older and, you know, you you just need to just make that step, you know? Like for me, like if I had never climbed up onto that stage and did what I did, then I wouldn't know what it was like. The experience of it all. Now I have a story to tell. You know what I mean? And that's just the beauty of it. Some people think that because there is pain in life, that means that everyone has to be all like sad and like, you know, not look forward to like having fun. And no, like there is suffering in the world, and there is like, you know, living is a lot of stuff. Like life can be painful, but I try to think in ways of like, yes, like think life can be pain, but with the life that we have now, I think it's always important to try to find the positives in life, and also just, you know, have fun when you can. No, wait. Here. Yes, Sonic is coming. We will be getting Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog, Knuckles, and Shadow, which, by the way, that would be really cool. I don't know. It's going to be real cool. Boy. Unplugged, and we are ready. All right. Let me just stretch a little bit. Oh, man. That feels super good. Okay. Thank you, Bender. Come on, Bender. There you go. I feel much better now. It does get really hot in this room, which I do have the one fan, but I do think about like maybe like figuring out how I can make this room more cooler, because when I do eventually wear costumes, like I say, back in the other stream room, it was cold, it was nice. I do enjoy being up here, but like it does come with the one downside that it gets really hot up here. And I've said before how I normally don't like heat. Like, I can handle being cold. I actually do enjoy being cold. But I am just not a big fan of scorching. I'm just not a big fan of that. What about you guys? You guys like to be warm or cold usually? Like, I do enjoy heat, but like a terrible day for me is 80 degrees, no no clouds in the sky, just bright blue. That's not a good day. That's more like a terrible day, personally. That's a day where I will much rather be inside. And also, I burn in the sun. So, yeah. I'm just not built... I'm just not, you know, a big fan of the heat. I'll probably, how do you say, get the game, Killer Clowns from Outer Space in a bit, because it did went down in price. So, I will be picking that up very soon. And, you know, it's gonna be fun. I should probably check if my, I say, a cord can handle Xbox controller, because I feel like when I do play Hellraiser and like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I will probably be needing it, because I don't know, some games you just really do need, like, hey, who are you? Oh, it's the guy from The Office. Oh, well. Don't really care all that too much. If you guys enjoy The Office, that's good, but for me, I feel like I'm expected to enjoy The Office when I actually don't. I think that, you know, that's kind of like the thing when it comes to pop culture stuff. It's like the same thing when it comes to Friends. I just don't really find it funny. And I don't really find Seinfeld to be funny. Not the show, and especially not the man. I did learn, however, that when Seinfeld was, like, you know, still happening, Larry David, he actually wrote a big chunk of all the scripts for, how do you say, for Seinfeld. And I have watched a couple episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm, and, you know, I can understand why people enjoy it, and, you know, I have chuckled here and there when it comes to that show, but no, not necessarily for me. But I found that interesting, and I kind of think that without Larry David, Seinfeld would not be in the place that he is now, where I think he is like a billionaire, actually, which is crazy. Like, he's one of those kinds of comedians that makes you say, how did you get to this state? like I've watched like a couple like people from I say SNL and like have breaking out into like major success when it comes to like, you know, film, but like I don't know. To be honest with you, stand up, like there's a lot of good stand up kind of people out there, but there's also like a bunch out there too. Well, kind of stand up people, and like they have podcasts, and like I don't know, sometimes I say to myself, man, not necessarily funny. Not to me though. If you guys can find these people funny, then that's good. But for me, like, I don't know. I've kind of also been kind of like turned off when it comes to like podcasts in general, to be honest with you. Like maybe it's just me not finding any good stuff, but personally, I don't know. I feel like I've kind of not really. I've kind of just distanced myself. I'm not as interested as I used to. And plus there's a bunch of podcasts now and yeah. Yeah, well, what about you guys? When it comes to like a format, what's like something that you've kind of said, okay, this is just a little bit too much. Kind of like what I was saying with like just needing a long break. Well, I don't even think for podcasts it's kind of like taking a long break. For me, I think I've kind of said to myself, like, maybe on one or two occasions I might, but for the most part, I'm kind of, like, said, nah, I'm good. Oh, there we go. There you go. South Park is kaput. There you go. Perfect. But no, that's just what I think when it comes to like that kind of stuff. Podcasts, not as much anymore when it comes to that. Like I don't seek them out as much as I used to. But yeah, no, I have been thinking about going to like a stand-up show. I think that would be really fun. I was thinking about going to see this one person, Pete Davidson, actually. Like, I say, like he was going on this one tour, and like I was thinking about it, but like this was still during the time when I didn't go out much. So then like I just didn't go. And I feel bad that I didn't. So yeah. I'm definitely not repeating that mistake. I'm just saying that. If I see something, it gets my attention, I will go out there and make memories. So. Oh boy. Alright, there we go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh no. Ooh, nice. But yeah, no, we'll do like another not Minecraft. We will do like another Fortnite stream on Thursday, and then on Saturday we'll just do a I can finally play Destiny. That's awesome, dude. Destiny is a fun game. And on Saturday we'll play Minecraft and finish the rest of that project. That's awesome. I played as a warlock in Destiny 2, actually. I think that's what it was. I either switched between warlock and Titan, I think. Yeah. That's good, dude. There we go. Woo! Yeah. What rank are you? Well, no, not rank. Faction are you gonna be when it comes to Destiny? Oop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I need a weapon. Well, no, I just need to get my shield up. That's what I mainly need to do. Okay, let's go. Oh no. I'm so scared. Okay, let's go. No. Okay, there we go. We'll just hide up here. No one will find us. Ooh. Okay. We just have to hide up here in the sky. Okay, we only have like 5 people left. Okay. Alright, come on. Yeah, come on. Oh, elimination. Let's go. Right, come on. Oh no. It's just the 2 of us. Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. No! Damn it, no! Ah! Oh well. Oh well, oh well. GG. Alright, we'll just do another one. Another one. But yeah, no, that's good, dude. I'm happy you're able to play Destiny. Destiny. Yeah, no, Destiny was a really fun game. I got to play it quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but I got to play it where I was just like, it was a good, like, fun game to play on, like, late at night. Yeah. Like, I had this, like, one, how do you say, another story time, I guess, but when we were still living in Texas, we had this giant PC. And this giant PC was mainly like what was like our mom's like work computer. And like eventually we got to have it, and it was like, a giant gaming PC essentially. And when I was living in Alabama, like it was like the peak time when I was playing a lot of Overwatch and Destiny. Like I was still playing Minecraft on my iPad because that was like the only thing that I had at the time when it came to like, the gaming kind of side of things. Like I did have an Xbox 360 and I still have it. And like I do want to have it fixed just so I can actually play like those games. You know what I mean? But what was I going to say? Um but yeah, no, I played quite a bit of Destiny 2. Quite a bit of Destiny 2 and Overwatch especially. I was a huge Overwatch player. And I also like listened to a lot of like, well, yes, some metal and punk. Yes. But just like other like kinds of rock music, including like Queen. I did listen to quite a bit of Queen. Yeah. So my musical taste was, like still varied. Like there was metal, punk, classic rock, and there was also some like pop in there too. But it was more specifically like alternative pop. And that's the kind of stuff I listened to when I would play Overwatch at the time. What about you guys? Like, to be honest with you, the gaming music can be great, like on specific games. But for me, I like to play my own personal playlist when I play insert game. Like I brought up before, when it comes to like Doom, especially like Doom Eternal, like it has like a great soundtrack, and I do think it's fun. But I really do enjoy like how do you say, playing some death metal, deathcore, sludge metal, and like hardcore punk, because that's like the stuff. Well, also some horror punk in there too. Like horror punk can go into like those kinds of places where it's like more intense. I like the more campier side and like the more serious stuff. But there's this one band who's really great, and I do recommend you guys check them out. They're a horror punk slash death metal, thrash metal kind of band, but they're called the Lurking Corpses. And I have their one album, Lurking After Midnight, on CD. And they are really fun, really great stuff. Like you have those deep guttural like groans, like when it comes, like you can tell like they're going into their more death metal influences, but then they'll go into like a thrash kind of side. And it's like these great guitar solos, just excellent stuff. And you know, like I was playing Call of Duty Zombies this one night, and I just was listening to both Bring Me the Horizon. This like played their re-recorded album Count Your Blessings Repented, and also listening to The Lurking Corpses, and both of them were just great choices for Call of Duty Zombies. They were just like perfect. But also too, like when it comes to like frustration stuff, I was kind of frustrated that one night, and I just needed to like blow off some steam. And like when I play specifically like COD, I know I don't really care for COD, but I like the zombies more than the actual like fighting other people thing, because I do really also enjoy zombies as well. Like it would be nice to play as a zombie one day. But like I don't know. It was a good it was really good. What should I say? It helped like calm me down and just getting out all that kind of emotions. Alright. Take out Martin McFly. Perfect. Oh. Nice. What is... Oh, sick! This reminds me of that one sculpture... Well, excuse me, painting of Archangel Saint Michael and the devil, Lucifer. That one painting. And also, it's a really good piece of art, personally. I really enjoy that. I'm a big fan of the different arts, and like, you know, I enjoy when you have like, you know, references like that. Unless you're like really into the kind of stuff I like, which is like, ooh, Homer's coming back for seconds. Perfect. Well, you know, if you enjoy things like history, world mythologies, world religions, literature, just a whole bunch of like stuff like that. I enjoy everything like that. I enjoy like thinking about those things because I just like learning and thinking. Not trying to like toot my own horn here, but you know, that's just something I enjoy. Well, oh, ah, well. What about you guys? Is there anything out there when it comes to like things you enjoy where you're like, oh, I can just talk about this for hours? And also movies too. I enjoy talking about movies as well. I enjoy talking about a lot of different stuff. This is cool. get rude in the morning. Nice. There we go. Just give me a sec. I'm juicing up. That does not sound really that good, but okay. Oh man, did you see that? Just shot him with a revolver. Personally, when it comes to revolvers, I do enjoy revolvers when it comes to like guns. They're just super fun. They just look really cool. It makes me feel like a cowboy too, like those more longer versions. To be really honest with you. Oh, yes, baby. We're gonna go ham in here. Yeah, come on. Ah, come on. No! Damn it. Ah! Alright, let's see if I can get my chainsaw back, please. I just wanted my chainsaw. Yeah! Oh, yes, it's here. It's here. Okay, we need to get it. We need to get it. I need it. Come on. Grab it. We will be safe with my chainsaw. Okay, there we go. Man. It is just a great weapon. In-game. In-game. Wait. Can we please get some air? Yes. Well, it's not good air we're breathing in, but hey. It's helping us. Ooh, yeah. What on earth? Yeah, come on. Oh no. Get ready for this, guys. This is not good. Wait. Here. No. Oh, yes! Now I'm fully ready! Yeah, come on! Ah. Let's see if we can get some extra juice, I guess. Oh, no! Oh! Ah. Okay. Fortunately, we can... Oh, there. Hi, Mark. Oh. Yeah! Did you see that? Oh, man. That was so good. We got in time before the bad stuff. Oh no! No! Oh, no, no. Ooh. I'm so scared. Oh. Here, I need to... Come on. There we go. Here, let's just wait until... There we go. Okay, there's only just 2 of us now. Let's see if we can find something to, like, get my shield up. Oop. Alright. There you are. I wish that could blow up. Oh, shoot! Try to catch me now. Oh, shoot! Ah, shoot. Are we both in the air? Oh, you gotta be. Ah, no. No. Where'd he go? Wait, where'd it go? Ah, shoot. Alright, I'm on. Okay, guys. Oh, no. Oh! 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 Woo! We did it! Did you see that? Woo! Man! That was awesome! Let's go! That was so awesome! Fell to their death and everything. Oh, man. Man, that was so cool. Oh, man, that was cool. That was cool. Ah, man, that was fantastic. All right. I think I should go for one more. Oh, excuse me. I'll go for one more round and then I'll call it a day when it comes to the streaming. But no, I hope you guys are having a great day or night wherever you are in the world, or whenever you're watching this over on YouTube and here on Twitch, obviously. Man, that was so cool. I was a bit of a goner back there, not gonna lie. You know what I mean? What did you guys think? That was crazy. Super crazy, super crazy, super crazy. I'm happy. I'm happy though. Okay. Here. Let's just relax. Hello? What on earth? I think his name's Larry the Platypus. Yeah. That's cool. You know, I remember like when Phineas and Ferb was like a huge show. And like I had this one toy of Larry the Platypus, and I liked Larry the Platypus. You know? You know what would be really cool? I actually think it would be cool to actually get like a Larry the Platypus like the same one that I had, but I don't know where it is now. It's probably lost somewhere in the great USA. Like, I don't know. It'd be cool to, get that back. To be honest with you, like, when it comes to like the background of the stream stuff, like I have a lot of action figures and a couple that I've had throughout the years, and like, it'd be nice to like, oh, I don't know, like besides like getting a lot of like, you know, things from NECA and like Hollywood excuse me, Trick or Treat Studios and like all that other good stuff. It would be nice to at least bring back some things that I remember from my childhood. A lot of stuff that brought me joy and whatnot. Like I had this really cool Godzilla figure, and it was like a very, very old one too. Like when it comes to like Godzilla, like unless you are like a person who enjoys Godzilla or knows about his history, maybe you wouldn't have known that he had like little ears. And like I don't know, it'd be nice. Like I do want to get like a couple like Godzilla monster figures and put them in the stream room. Like I have this really cool Biolante figure in my room, actually, and it's just like really cool. I did enjoy like Biolante as like a Godzilla villain. If you haven't watched any Godzilla movies, like besides like the legendary I say MonsterVerse stuff, then I would recommend checking out, some of the older Godzilla um, films. Like when it comes to kaiju movies, I have this really cool. Well, it was kind of a hard one to find a little bit because there's not that many copies of it. At least in like, the USA. There's this kaiju movie. Well, I brought it up before. Pulgasari. I have a DVD of Pulgasari, and no, it's a like unfortunately like the situation behind that movie is more interesting, I would say, when it like it's more interesting than the film itself because like it involves like how do you say North Korea and like people being kidnapped and all this other stuff. It's like wow. So yeah, I don't think I would like when it comes to like my horror channel that I will like talk about that monster because it's not really horror. I do plan on talking about like Godzilla and King Kong at some point because they are monsters that I do think need to be talked about at length. But maybe at some point I'll change my mind and be like, it would be interesting to like talk about Pulgasari as a creature. And also the film and maybe some of the background history. I don't know, it would be something. I also really enjoy kaiju movies like Pacific Rim. That's a great movie. And the second one isn't as good, but it's a good, well, it's a decent movie. All right. I think this will conclude the rest of today's stream. Thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in to the stream, and um no, I do appreciate it immensely. Um if you are watching this on YouTube, hey, come over to the Twitch stream and hang out and tell me about your favorite movies and all that other good stuff. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. You already know the drill. And also search me up on the YouTube because that helps in the algorithm as well. And also, thank you again for tuning in. I hope you have a great day, night, wherever you are in the world, and whenever you're watching this, obviously. And also, I'll catch you guys on Thursday. But until then, stay happy, healthy, and everything in between. And take care of yourself and other people. All right. See you guys.